Shalom, we move now to Psalm 58. For the leader, Al Tashchet of David, a Michtam. O mighty ones, do you really decree what is just? Do you judge mankind with equity? In your minds you devise wrongdoing in the land. With your hands you deal out lawlessness. The wicked are defiant from birth. The liars go astray from the womb. Their venom is like that of a snake, a deaf viper that stops its ears, so as not to hear the voice of charmers or the expert mutterer of spells. O God, smash their teeth in their mouth, shatter the fangs of lions, O Lord. Let them melt, let them vanish like water. Let him aim his arrows that they be cut down, like a snail that melts away as it moves, like a woman's stillbirth, may they never see the sun. Before the thorns grow into a bramble, may he whirl them away alive in fury. The righteous man will rejoice when he sees revenge. He will bathe his feet in the blood of the wicked. Men will say, there is then a reward for the righteous. There is indeed divine justice on earth. Now, if you are foolish enough to approach a lion, or if you encounter a venomous snake, chances are you're going to get bit and you will be attacked. The lion or the snake care nothing about whether you're a good person or an evil person, whether you're kind to your fellow human beings or callous to your neighbor. It makes no difference to the carnivorous beast who will destroy you no matter what if you get close enough. In that sense, nature in the form of the animal kingdom is indiscriminate, and it will attack anyone that comes near. The wicked are compared in this psalm to those dangerous members of the animal kingdom. And also, using another image of nature, the wicked are compared to thorns that proliferate and grow into a bramble. If they continue to grow, and if that bramble continues to spread, there will be less room for people to be able to live safely. It's a disturbing image in itself. The psalmist challenges the wicked. O mighty ones, do you really decree what is just? Do you judge mankind with equity? The psalmist is really implying that people who see other people as less than equal, as occupying a lower rung on the status of societal positions. The psalmist is implying that that person really does not believe that human beings are created in the image of God. Or if he believes in God at all, he imagines that he's the only one, or people like him, who are created in God's image. Everyone else has some kind of tinge of the demonic or something less than. And that is what Hitler and the Nazis believed, and that is what racists of all societies believe. They are the ones, they think, that are the elect and the superior. Anyone else is lower than they are, and therefore deserves less favorable or maybe even worse treatment. The psalmist prays and hopes that as a way of seeing justice reign on earth, all those who persecute and oppress others for being other than who they are, that they will be wiped out, that they and their like will be destroyed. We do not wish the destruction or death of human beings, but we do wish that their evil devices and plans be destroyed. We would hope that somehow miraculously their hearts will be turned from hate to love, from intolerance to acceptance and understanding. I know that's a tall order, especially in today's world, but it is still something to pray for. And like the lion and like the snake, the virus of COVID-19 also will attack and destroy people indiscriminately, whether they are good, whether they are not so good, whether they are wealthy, whether they are poor, they are susceptible. Unfortunately, it's in the nature of things that those who are of the lower economic classes and people who are living in certain areas with a higher incidence of people of color or people who qualify as urban poor are more susceptible to contracting this virus, and that is shown by the statistics that have been borne out through rates of illness and death rates that reflect a higher level among those who are of less wealthy or less privilege in our society, as well as those who are living in skilled nursing facilities and the elderly. And we, of course, have to understand that in our world, in our society, and in any society, everyone is created in the image of God. Everyone needs to be able to enjoy the basic rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But whether it's through the rampage of COVID-19, or whether it's through the consciousness-raising efforts of those who are marching in protest, Black Lives Matters and other protest groups, through all of these consciousness-raising and awareness efforts, we are now in a situation where we are called upon to do our very, very best to promote equality and racial justice in our society. The psalmist concludes by saying, "The righteous man will rejoice when he sees revenge. He will bathe his feet in the blood of the wicked." Sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie where through acts of ultra-violence, the bad guys are killed off and the good guys survive. But it has to happen only through lots of violence and lots of blood spilling. But that may be a biblical image of revenge. Today, I would prefer that we've grown out of that and beyond that into an expression embodied in the last passage of the psalm. There is then a reward for the righteous. There is indeed divine justice on earth. And that reward and that justice has to do with the eradication of hate, the eradication of a society where people are on lower levels and rungs of status by virtue of their ethnicity or race or the families they're born into. But instead, a society where everyone has an equal chance, everyone has an equal opportunity to achieve their goals. And that is the reward that we pray for, not a bloody end to the wicked, not a bloodbath, but a reward that comes through a society that is able to achieve peace. Rabbinic Judaism believed that everyone had the opportunity to become learned and to gain the title of rabbi by virtue of their knowledge and their wisdom. Everyone had an equal chance, whether they were born into a wealthy family or a poor family, made no difference. Rabbinic Judaism promoted that idea of equality and equal opportunity. I hope that our society here in America can also rise to those same kinds of aspirations. Thank you.